Hi guys, so today we are going to look at exam type of questions that involve numeric patterns. We've had part 1, part 2, part 3 and part 4 when we were just focusing on explaining numeric patterns. Okay, so today's we are now revising papers. Alright, please like my videos, subscribe, okay, to my channel. All right, let's start with this question 3. Consider the pattern. You can see the pattern -1, 3, 1 and 3, etc. All right. Write down the next term. You need to know the constant difference between term 1 and between constant difference between all these terms. Okay, so we've got term 2. Okay, we've got to T2. We also have here our term 3. Forgive my handwriting, don't mind it, but you can hear me. Okay, so just work out your constant difference. D is equal to T2 minus term 1, so it's gonna be 1 minus of minus 1. Okay. You need to know how to add, subtract your integers here. Negative times negative, it's plus. So this is 1 plus 1. So the difference is 2. Okay, you can even try this term and this term. Okay, so let me write these numbers here, -1, so that I will write from 1, 1, 3. Okay, so we've got our terms, term 1, term 2, and term 3. So we know the constant difference from here to here, it's 2. You can do it with term 3 and T. Term 2, 3 minus 1 is also 2. You can also now predict what will be the next term. Okay, just add 2 to 3, it's gonna be 5. Then the next one, you're gonna add 2 to 5, it's gonna be what? 7. Okay, even the next one you can predict. Okay, so they said write down the next term. Oh, already we've got it. It is 5. They only wanted 1. Okay, the constant difference, we've already worked it out. It is 2. Write down the general rule of the form Tn. You know when you are going to work out the general rule, okay, you will need also the term that comes before the first one. Remember what number was here where you added 2 and you got -1. What number could be that? Okay, if you put 0 here, this number less than 0, so the next number is -2. If I say -2 plus positive, that's 0, because then it's -3. Can you see that? It's -3. So if I add a 2 to -3, I'll get -1. All right, we already know the constant difference. So our general rule here in form of Tn, you're gonna say what is the constant difference? It's 2n. Tn is equal to 2n plus, no, plus, it's a minus 3. So this is our general rule of Tn. Okay. Now the next question says, which term in the sequence is equal to 47? Read the question carefully. So we want n, the term number. We are given Tn, the value of the term is 47. So you're gonna use this general formula of. So you're gonna say Tn is equal to 2n minus 3. So we have Tn, the value of the term, which is 47, which is equal to 2n minus 3. Okay, then you can transpose your 3. You will have something like this. Right here. Let's say you'll have 2n equal to 47. Once you transpose these two, once it crosses the sign, remember it was negative, it becomes positive 3. So we've got here this 2n, it's gonna be 2n. Okay, continue. Gonna be 2n, add on your calculator, or 47 plus 3, which is 50. Remember, we don't want 2n, we want n. So how do we get rid of that 2? We divide by 2 both sides. Okay, this will cancel this and you'll be left with n. 50 divided by 2, that's 25. Okay, so 5, that will leave this value of 47. All right, guys. Then here is 4 marks again here. Consider this pattern below. Okay, check out the pattern. Determine the number of unshaded square diagrams. Unshaded. Let's check how many. 1 unshaded, 3 unshaded. All right. So determine the number in diagram 2000. So they give us here n. This is n. All right. We want to know how many unshaded shares in diagram 2000. All right. Okay. So let's write this in the form of numbers. Okay. So term 1 is 1. It's 2. It's 3, etc., etc. Okay, so this is your term 1, term 2, and term 3. Okay, so let's work out the constant difference here. You know how to work out the constant already, guys. It's gonna be 2 minus 1, term 2 minus term 1, which is equal to 1. Then term 3 minus term 2, 3 minus 2, it's 1 again. So the constant difference here is 1. From here to here, it is 1. Okay. Already you should know the number that came before 1, that you added 1 to, and gave 1. Definitely, you know. The number that decreasing is move from there. It's 0. 0 plus 1 will give you plus 1. Okay. Then, because we'll need to work out the general formula. Okay, it's just so our general formula is going to be Tn is equal to the number that came before, what is it? It is 0 n, what is the constant difference, plus 1, which means Tn is equal to 1. No, we are making a mistake here. 0 is not the constant difference. Apologize, guys. Constant difference, it's 1. So it's 1n. The term that comes before the first is 0, which we usually place there. Okay. Then 1n is written as n. Okay. So Tn is equal to n. What is our n already here? It's 2000. Hence it's just 2 marks. Okay. So the answer here is Tn is equal to n, which is 2000. See it, but I didn't want, I wanted us to work it out, because you can see from diagram. In diagram 1, it's the first one, it's 1, the second 2, the third it's 3, which means even the fourth one is going to be 4, fifth. Okay, because Tn is just exactly equal to n. Okay, so it's 2000. All right, which diagram will contain 1000 unshaded squares? I think you already know. So this one is, we have so many squares and shaded, so this is the formula. All right. So n and Tn are equal. So it's going to be n, which is the position, is it which diagram of the diagram, which is going to be equal to Tn. What is our Tn here? Tn is equal to 1000. So you're working mathematics. All right. Yes. So there it is, guys. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. See you next time. We'll continue to solve more problems to simplify patterns for you. You should never struggle with patterns. Don't forget to subscribe and to follow the channel.